1. And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Today we're watching and reacting to Chelsea FC versus AFC Bournemouth. I don't know exactly what the hell is going on with StreamYard. If maybe it's just on my end. I don't know. We're going to find out. No, it's on my end. On my end, my screen's like... Okay. Well, I'm just glad it's on my end then. Okay. How we doing, Rory? Well, we're doing Chelsea versus Bournemouth in the Premier League, match 21. So my technical difficulties are not yours. Okay, I'm glad about that. Okay. So, we got Chelsea versus Bournemouth this afternoon. I've never seen this happen before on my end, so I was wondering. It's like squished. And I have it landscape, so whatever. This is just wild, that's all. With that being said, we got Chelsea versus Bournemouth. We'll review the match once it's over. But here we go. Chelsea and Bournemouth about to walk out of Stamford Bridge. Doing a Premier League Chelsea game because they ain't playing Conference League this month. Besides, I ain't got much else to do, so might as well, right? Starting 11 is as follows for Chelsea. In goal, Robert Sanchez. The back four, Marc Cucurella, Levi Colwill, Josh Achiampong, Moises Caicedo. The midfield two, Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia. The midfield three, attacking midfield three, Jadon Sancho, Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, and Jackson up top for Chelsea. For AFC Bournemouth in goal, Mark Travers. The back four of James Hill, Ilya Zabarnyi, Dean Huijsen, Milos Kerkez. The midfield two of Tyler Adams and Lewis Cook. The attacking midfield three of David Brooks, Ryan Christie, Dango Ouattara. And the front, the striker Antoine Semenyo for Bournemouth. Again, for Chelsea, Sanchez, Caicedo, Achiampong, Colwill, Cucurella, Fernandez, Lavia, Madueke, Palmer, Sancho, Jackson for Chelsea. Their best 11 for sure. Like, this isn't a joke 11. Well, besides Sanchez, I mean, I think he's not the best goalkeeper, but so be it. Man, they dropped Kepa. Man, Bournemouth dropped Kepa. Wow. That's something. Bournemouth under Andoni Iraola, Travers, Hill, Zabarnyi, Huijsen, Kerkez, Christie, Cook, Brooks, Adams, Ouattara, Semenyo. Tyler Adams is getting the start. He started the FA Cup game, and he's starting tonight. Nice. You love to see it. So, there's Chelsea and a little bit of CONCACAF there. Just throw that in there, right? Tyler Adams. And the way Bournemouth or Premier League has it, Tyler Adams is attacking midfielder. Okay. All right. I won't lie. We're going to find out. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Stamford Bridge, 90 minutes. We're back with some association football. The first association football match this season on Watch a Match and RSR. Got to get back into that rhythm considering we're doing that Miami America game. It ain't going to be that hard, but might as well, right? Going from a hockey, which isn't too different, And gridiron football to association football is kind of a little of a jump. Not that it's hard, but Chelsea Bournemouth. Bournemouth to kick off the first half. Here we go. Or not. This referee's taking a little bit of time. Now we're off. Bournemouth kicks off. Wearing the red and black stripes. Chelsea wearing their blue jerseys, but you would expect that at this point. Enzo doesn't win the ball, but he does have it now. Lavia chips it on. Madueke, that's out for a throw. Kirkhez defends it out. How we doing? Throw in. Cleared by Tyler Adams. Jackson in the box. Plays on. Enzo Fernandez can't get the shot off. Can't get the shot off Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer laid it off. Enzo made the run, just a little bit of a heavy touch. Leads to a clearance by Travers. Could have been an early goal for Chelsea. But no, they did not. Now they're playing with fire a little bit. Lavia plays it on. Enzo. Palmer. Colwell. Lavia. Caicedo. Now playing right back, which is just, okay. All right. 2 minutes in. That'll be cleared back. Travers to clear. Not exactly the best, but it all worked out for Bournemouth. 0-0. Matai Akimboni's also on the bench for Bournemouth, by the way. The former DC player just moved to AFC Bournemouth from DC. Did not have any minutes against West Brom in the FA Cup. But he's on the bench here as well. Last time he spent time on the bench for DC was FC Dallas. Well, that's weird. In August. Huh. Weird. That doesn't feel right. Cucurella. But he is on the bench. Matai Akimboni. But he could barely get off the bench for... That was his last. August was his last appearance for DC. 3 minutes in. I wouldn't say so. Brooks is down hurt. Cucurella standing there. Four minutes in. Player getting clapped off. Oh, it was Bournemouth fans. That was the way end. Well, that makes sense. Doesn't look like a substitution yet. Cucurella with a throw-in. Chelsea playing up a man for a couple of seconds at the best. At Giampong, Enzo, Lavia just puts it through. Enzo, he tried to run through the guy, and it's a free kick for Chelsea. Huh. Free kick for Chelsea, 6 minutes in. Palmer and Enzo standing over it. Palmer takes the shot, saved. Smart idea. Didn't have enough bend, but a good idea. He went straight at goal. No bend on it. It went straight to the keeper, but not bad, per se. Sanchez, forward. If you're going to take the shot, you might as well take the shot. You got a free kick, you might as well take the shot. He did so. 6:44. Throw in. Colwill, Cucurella. Sancho plays it back. He should get a Team of the Year card. Why wouldn't he? If he doesn't get a Team of the Year card, I'd be surprised. I don't think EA is that stupid. That's out for a throw. Like, if it's not a first team, I won't be mad. But he should at least get, like, what, 102 base Team of the Year card? Like, second team or whatever? Eighth minute. At least I would think so. Cole Palmer. I would think there are base 100-plus cards. Well, I won't say base, but from, like, campaigns on the console version. I don't think that's just an EA mobile thing where there's plus 100 or 100 base cards before you level them up. I don't know. 9 minutes. Or at least they're easier to get without. Playing forward is Chelsea. Jackson. Plays on to Sancho. Jadon Sancho. There he is. Cole Palmer with a chip, but wide. Nice play Didn't go in, but nice play. Playing forward 10 minutes in. Who's won the Champions League in your opinion? Right now, I don't really think any of the contenders look really that good per se. Let's look at the table. Liverpool, Bayer Leverkusen's getting hot. Barcelona, Arsenal, nah. Bayern, they're still in with a chance. Real Madrid, they'll at least be in the playoff. Man City. Honestly, Liverpool or Bayer Leverkusen. I'm going to go a little bit bold here. Not really with a Liverpool pick, but Bayer Leverkusen's getting hot right now. They are getting hot right now. Keep an eye on them. But they're getting real. They're getting real right now. 3 points behind Bayern. Of course, Bayern has a game in hand, but got both teams to score. I don't know if that'll happen in this game. It's going to be tight. And Chelsea, they've got close, but Leverkusen, well, they're playing Mainz right now. They have to beat Atalanta first. I'm sure that won't happen again, especially over 2 legs, I'm sure. But Bayer Leverkusen is actually playing Mainz right now, which this would be their 18th game. So they actually have 2 games. If they win, they'll be tied with Bayern with 2 games. Bayern has 2 games in hand. Against Bayern, I'm guessing when they played Bayern, they beat Bayern in the Pokal. It was a Pokal game. They played Bayern and drew them in September. And Cole Palmer scores! Chelsea takes the lead. 1-0. Goal for Cole Palmer. 1-0, 12 minutes in. Of course. Who'd you think it would be? 1-0, Cole Palmer. Plays forward. Cucurella won the ball back. Enzo, Jackson. Jackson held it up perfectly, by the way. Amazing. Onside is Cole Palmer. He runs through. Nice layoff pass. And slots it past the goalkeeper. Cole Palmer, 1-0. 13 minutes in. That's been coming for Chelsea, I think. That's been coming. Cole Palmer takes the lead. Man, the keeper at his hand right there. Jackson with the assist. Perfect play, too. I mean, that was beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect run from Palmer. Perfect pass from Jackson. But you know what? Yeah. Leverkusen might not catch up in the Bundesliga. They might not catch up in the Bundesliga, but I'll tell you one damn thing. I think they could win the Champions League. They've only lost 1 game, same with Bayern, but they've drawn 3 games that Bayern haven't. But that was early on in the season. I'm not saying Bayern's gotten worse, but Bayern wobbles. Leverkusen's right there. Cleared away. Of course, I think Leverkusen have to beat Bayern just to have a chance. I don't think a draw would do them, but I think they are going to win the Bundesliga. They're playing Bayern in Leverkusen. That would help much. They drew the away game. If they beat them at home, we're going to see. Corner for Bournemouth. Cross in. Cleared away by Jackson. Not the prettiest clearance, but it works. Hit the like button. Let's get this one going. One 0. Club World Cup 2025, who's winning it? I will say it ain't going to be City. Real Madrid, I'm sure they'll be better in the summer. I'm going to say Real Madrid. They're trash right now, but in the summer, I'm sure they'll be better. Be nice to see Chelsea make a run at it. They have a chance. I would love it if they made a run at it. The way they're playing, they could. But I need to see them play. Well, most of the teams will play in the Club World Cup or Conference League level. Cleared away. This is true. Okay. They keep this form up. You know what? I like their chances. I like their chances if they keep this form up. Out for a throw. Playing forward, Bournemouth. We can get Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid match up the Club World Cup. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Bournemouth playing forward 18 minutes. Playing forward. Efrain Morez resigns from Atletico Nacional. 2 trophies and left. Wow. That's crazy. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. 1-0, 18th minute. Chelsea is, I'd say, dominating this game. I'd say they're dominating this game. With the win today, they would still be 4th place. 1 point down on Nottingham Forest. Wow, I was right. Yeah. 4th plays Liverpool next. Liverpool's only 6 points ahead of 2nd and 7 points ahead of Chelsea. It's tied top 4. Not that Liverpool would blow the title, but, you know. Everton's only a point away from being relegated. Wolves are luckily ahead of Ipswich on goal differential. Leicester City is 2 points from being safe. Southampton's screwed. Dear God. Played over the top. Saved. I mean, the table's tight in general. Like, the relegation zone's tight, the middle's tight, and the top is tight. Dortmund lost. Damn. Sucks for them. Man, but Southampton's screwed. 6 points after 20 games. You have 18 games to get 10 points and hope people drop points. Man, I just hope Ipswich stays up. Well, I prefer Ipswich and Leicester to stay up. Hopefully Everton and Wolves go down. That's possible, though. Southampton? Yeah. Even if I didn't want you to go down, you're going down. I think Southampton's boring, so you know what? Go down. So, 20 minutes in, 1-0. Atalanta's playing Juve. Holy. Well, yeah, they're both Italian teams. They're both in the same league. $1-0 for Chelsea. %83 possession for Bournemouth in the last 10 minutes. Okay, they're kind of waking up. Not that it matters, because, well, it does matter. But ain't doing nothing with it. Sanchez getting pressed. Caicedo. Nice run. Caicedo on to Enzo. Sancho. Jadon Sancho, good block. What does that mean? I hope she's doing well. It's too early for puns. If that's what that is, it's too early. I hope she's doing well. Clivert is on for Hill, for Bournemouth. Manchester City. Oh. Trash. They're doing trash. They've evened out, but they're still trash right now. They've evened out, but they're trash. Still 6th place. They've evened out a little bit. They're playing Ipswich Town next, which I get it. Enzo Fernandez plays on Jackson. Good defensive run by Bournemouth to get it cleared. Noni Madueke, shot blocked. Sancho. Jadon Sancho. Oh, played it right to a Bournemouth defender instead of Cole Palmer. I'm disappointed Henry even asked Pep Barcelona 2009 or 2022-23 Man City. 2009 Barca. And I don't like Barca, and I still think. #24th minute, 1-0. Chelsea warming up. Players. Bro's still upset about the 2009 Barca-Chelsea semifinals. I'm not. I just said 2009 Barca was better. What? If I was still upset, I wouldn't have said that. Well, I could still be realistic, but Cole Palmer's down. That's not good news. That's a real injury. That's not good news. How we doing, Winvo? He got the first goal, Cole Palmer. '25th minute. I don't like Barca, but I can admit the 2009 Barca team is better than 2022-23 Man City. So obviously, I hate Barcelona. I've always have. That's never changed. But I could still be real. Just because I hate a team doesn't mean I can't be real. You know? Like, I hate Montreal. When they were really good a couple of years ago, I gave them their props. Just because I hate a team doesn't mean I can be real and give them props when they deserve it. Gotta walk a fine line, but still. And just because I love a team don't mean I can say they're shit when they deserve to be called shit, a.k.a. Toronto the past couple of years and Chelsea the past couple of years. Because, they've been shit until recently. I'll call it what it is. I don't care if I love the team or hate the team. I'll call it what it is. I hate Barca, but when they're good, I'll say they're good. When they're crap, I'll say they're crap. When they're world beaters, I'll say they're world beaters. When I say... So, just because I can call it like I see it. I may hate seeing it, but I can call it like I see it. You've been here a while. You know this. It's not like you're new. 1-0 Chelsea. Why do you hate Barcelona? Well, not really a fan of what they stand for. I don't like their culture. I'm more of a Real Madrid fan. I don't know, maybe I'm a bootlicker. I'm a libertarian. I don't think that vibes well with Barcelona. Barcelona as a club is a very communal club. That's not... I think their ethos is very communal. That doesn't really vibe well with me. You want to call me a bootlicker? Call me a bootlicker. I know. About time. Call it like I see it. Besides, also a big Cristiano fan. Even though I can admit Messi's the GOAT. It definitely helped that he left Barca. I don't know if it's Messi that I don't like. Or it's the Barca. It's probably more of the Barca culture. Right? In comparison. I mean, PSG has no. Yeah, but the Catalan separatist movement is... They're more left libertarian, but they're still tanky. Shot, saved. It's weird. I still feel more tanky vibes from them. I still feel more tanky vibes from them. It's weird. You may have libertarian ideals, but you're still a tanky. You're still a tanky. I still respect that more than a neoliberal, so I guess that's fine. Cross in. Header. I don't know. You should stand for what you believe in, I guess. Exactly. Exactly. Messi played for Barca. That's why they have more subs, because it's about Messi. It's about Messi. Besides, I guarantee you, Barca wouldn't be as popular as they are if Messi never played there. It's just Messi left Barca cleanly, so to speak. You know, he didn't leave because PSG, like Barca fans weren't pushing him out like PSG fans were. Messi wanted to stay. It's just the money never landed the right way. PSG, on the other hand, thoughts on Jovan Mijatovic staying in Europe on loan. I think that's a good move. I mean, he wasn't that great with City, NYCFC. I think, which I don't know why it'd be good for him to be in Europe then, but maybe he was homesick. You know, he's got talent, but it's very raw. MLS is a league that you can succeed in with raw talent. So the fact that he didn't makes me wonder. You know, it makes me wonder. Now, of course, there are older players that have raw talent still that can't succeed on raw talent. I don't know. Toronto has one of them, at least for now. So, you know, but it makes me wonder. I mean, if he can't succeed in this league with raw talent, it makes me wonder. Jackson gets a yellow card 32 minutes in. It's something I'm wondering about, to be fair. He does have potential, but he should have been better. I could see he has raw talent. And I think MLS is a league that raw talent is a very thing that should make you succeed. Like if you are so raw talent, have so much raw talent, you should still succeed. Like it should still make you succeed in comparison to other players. Playing through Noni Madueke, shot, and Jackson puts it over the bar. Oh. Well, that's true. Oh, yeah, that is true. My bad. He's got, well, that doesn't, well, I don't know if that would have changed anything. Maybe. I don't know. He was on loan. But it does change actual facts of the situation, but I still think he would have stayed in Europe anyway. I still think he was homesick anyway, to a certain extent. 1-0, 34th minute. I forgot about that. I think I heard it like once in passing. I didn't until now. I forgot about that. Now I feel like an asshole. Wolff free up $8 million in cap space for NYCFC. They could definitely use it better. And they signed Greg Ranjitsingh. Like NYCFC went and signed Greg Ranjitsingh. 35th minute. Wow. What a horrible signing. referee arguing with players. Free kick. So they've taken some of that $8 million in cap space and given it to Greg Ranjit Singh. At least he's not the only guy getting it. Free kick for Chelsea, 35th minute. 10 minutes left in the first half. Chelsea looking pretty damn good. Out for a throw. San Diego FC nearing a deal to sign Luca De La Torre. Wasn't he supposed to? Oh, no, he's at Celta Vigo. Johnny's the one who could be going to Tottenham, yeah. Yeah, the one at Betis. Everyone in California's got a cold right now. It's hard to find people that are not sick than sick. Yeah, there's a bad cold going around. There's norovirus. There's a lot of viruses going on right now. Like, that's... Playing forward. Bournemouth shot off the post. Off the post. Nice. Playing forward. Jackson. Shot. Oh, off the post. One for Chelsea off the post. Wow. Man, this game's getting good. It's getting real good. Jackson off the post. Good shot. Just, oh. Bournemouth went off the post just for Jackson to go back the other way and go off the post. Oh. Nice. Nice play. 38th minute. Man, that off the post. Is Miami have like white training gear? 38th minute. Game's getting good, I gotta say. Playing forward is Chelsea. Noni Madueke. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer with a shot. What a save. What a save by Travers. He's playing well. This Travers, guys, is pretty damn good, I gotta say. This Travers guy is pretty damn good. I've never heard of him before. He's good. He's good. I've never heard of this guy before, but he's good. Never heard of him before, but he's good. I can see why they didn't play Kepa in the Prem. They played him in the FA Cup. I can see why. Kepa wouldn't have made that save. Enzo Fernandez cross in, punched away. Yeah, he doesn't command the box like that either. Yeah. No, I totally understand it now. I'm like, Kepa playing the FA Cup instead of the league? He's not even on the bench in the league? No, I can totally understand it now. I totally understand it now. Sancho, I totally understand it now. Kepa does not command the box like that. He doesn't make saves like that. No, this Travers guy is good. This Travers guy is good. Very good. Kepa's a wet noodle compared to this guy. Compared to this Travers guy, Kepa's a wet noodle. It should have made sense when he went to damn Bournemouth, but he can't even start at Bournemouth. What a wet noodle. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, it's the same way at Chelsea. And yes, I guess now the running joke about goalkeepers is wet noodle. If they're horrible and punky, we're going to call them wet noodles now. Which is actually fitting, but Greg Ranjit Singh is a wet noodle. Sorry, New York. Ball crossed in. Header goes down. Cole Palmer over the bar. Didn't even test him. 41st minute. 1-0 Chelsea. I don't know. No, I have not. And I probably won't, because the only thing I want to get from Taco Bell is 3 crunchy tacos, nachos Bel Grande. I kind of want to try a crunch wrap. But nacho fries are good too. But I have a certain order, you know. I have a certain order, and there are a couple of things I want to try. I normally don't, though. Or was it a gordita crunch? Either way, it's like the one with like the taco shell inside, like the tortilla with like shredded cheese. What was that one? Either way, 42nd minute. Yeah, that was a dumb move, especially if he's a starter, because they lost one of their goalkeepers. Blocked away. But hey, at least it's not Toronto's problem anymore. Toronto is getting rid of some dead wood. They barely made any signings. But Madueke doesn't get a shot off. That's out for a corner. Good defensive play from Tyler Adams. Put that out for a corner. So first problem was Cushing was the one who told him to do it. He doesn't know talent if it slapped him across the face. He doesn't know talent if it slapped him across the face. So hopefully that's different with Jansen. But cross in. I don't think Cushing was really that bad tactically. Cross in, header. What a save. Side netting, Jackson. Man, he's been a problem all night. In a good way, of course. 44th minute. I think Cushing was a very good coach tactically. It was the scouting that was, he doesn't know talent if it slapped him across the face. That's what I'm saying. Tactically, he was good. Again, scouting, he didn't know talent if it slapped him in the face. 44th minute. '44th minute. I was surprised we fired him. I think he wanted to get another job. Playing forward. Wasn't he trying to get the Arsenal women's job? Wasn't that still a thing when he left? Playing forward, Jackson. 5 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. We're going to 50 minutes. Wow. Honestly, even if he doesn't score a goal, I kind of want to give Jackson man in the match in this game. Dear God, he's been amazing. He's been in the right positions. He did get an assist, but he's been amazing all night. Like, he's all day. Either way. Normally when I'm watching an association football game, it's at night. We're at the point in time where it could be the morning or afternoon. Which over there, it's night. So I guess we're not too wrong. But, it works. Either way, 46 minute. Like, what should NYCFC expect from Ranjit Singh? Doesn't know how to make a save. He's a wet noodle. He's out physicaled all the time. He's a waste of space. If he's getting shots at him, you've screwed up. I would hope he's a depth piece. If he's a starter, you've lost your damn mind. If he's a starter, you've lost your damn mind. 47th minute. .47th minute. .48th minute. 1-0 Chelsea. Playing forward, 49th minute. Should be nothing more than a depth piece. Exactly, but who knows? I think, didn't NYCFC lose a goalkeeper in the offseason? Like, I'd rather play a broom in goal. I'd rather play a broom in goal than Greg Ranjit Singh. I'd rather have an empty net. I'd rather have an empty net than Greg Ranjit Singh, to be fair. I would rather. It's going in either way. It's going in either way. Might as well laugh if they miss. I'd rather watch, it's a Chinese fire drill anyway when Greg Ranjit Singh's in goal. Personally, I'd rather watch it be in front of an empty net. It's going in either way. You can at least laugh when the other team misses an empty net, you know? Chinese fire drill when he's in net. just running around like freaking yakety sacks, just don't know what the hell you're doing. 50th minute. It's sad, frankly. And it's halftime. 1-0 at the half. Chelsea leads through Cole Palmer. They could have had way more. Like, I don't think the scoreline explains this game. That's even worse. Greg Rodgerson being NYCFC2's main keeper. Oh my God. I don't even know if he'll look good in MLS Next Pro. If he does, he better. He's been a pro for like almost 10 years. If he looks bad in MLS Next Pro, he's getting owned by kids. He can't win. And I'll lean more towards the fact kids are probably going to own his ass. He can't win. U.S. Open Cup play, okay, that's fair. He's going to get owned by USL players. He can't win. Like, it's still the same thing. Like, do you want your young defenders to be taught to defend in a Chinese fire drill? That's bad for your defenders. That's bad for your backup, your second team defenders. Like, why would you want them to learn how to defend maybe under pressure? I don't know. Maybe it helps. I don't know. You want them to get used to that? Like just running in front of the net, making sure somehow that ball doesn't go in. You might as well have no goalkeeper. Like you're giving them bad things to learn. Like you are legitimately telling your young players, forget what you know, just chase the damn ball. Okay. Well, I mean, why would you sign him if that was the case? Damn. Oh, loving, not leaving. Man, I've barely woken up, I guess. Loving. Well, that's not a damn. That's good. That was my misread. That was my bad. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half. Talk about the stats. Get this one going. 1-0 Chelsea. They should be winning by more. I don't think 1-0. Okay, Jansen's an idiot then. Okay. I liked him. Now he's an idiot. Okay. How's a dude from the freaking Netherlands going to be like, yeah, I want Greg Rodgerson. I'm sure you could get some lower goalkeeper who's better from the Netherlands. Okay, no, your new coach is an idiot. This man, he's never watched MLS, I can tell you that much, or at least if he did, it was 6 years ago. Greg Rodgerson used to have some potential. Some. Wasn't he like Orlando's starter for a while? He was okay. That's a stretch, but he was okay. Still had the same holes that he did now, except with that being said, set top be back. 1-0 Chelsea. Yeah, that does make sense. Now, he was pretty good. Yes, national championship game, January 20th, the night of. That'll be my birthday show. Notre Dame versus Ohio State will be live that night on January 20th. That'll be my birthday show. Doubles as it, of course. So there you go. That will be live on January 20th for the national title game. Notre Dame versus Ohio State, yes. With that being said, stats of the half, 52% possession to 48% possession, 13 shots to 1, 5 shots on goal to 0, 163 accurate passes to 147, 84% pass accuracy to 82, 10 fouls to 8, 5 corners to 1, 13 shots to 1, 5 shots on goal to 0, 193 pass to 179, 84% pass accuracy to 82, 9 throws to 8, 1 offside to 0, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0. Chelsea's been the better team. Will I do the inauguration watch along? No. No. I'll be watching it, but I won't be live for it. 1-0 Chelsea, yes. I think Chelsea's been the better team. I think they've been way better. They should be winning by more than 1. Bournemouth has defended well. They have a really good goalkeeper. But when it looks up to it, I think it'll be fun to do. I mean, most of the inaugurations events are talking. Like, doing a watch along for that would just be, you ain't getting much of my thoughts. It makes no sense. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. Well, that's deserved. Happy for you. With that being said, Chelsea has been the way better team. They should be winning 3 or 4-0. They should be winning 3 or 4-0. Simple. They've been way better. Bournemouth has defended well. I think part of it is their goalkeeper's been amazing today, for sure. If Bournemouth draws this game or wins it, they could basically thank their goalkeeper for keeping them alive for 45 minutes. You know, I think Bournemouth is definitely keeping themselves alive. I'm not saying they're bad, but Chelsea's been dominant on the front foot. It's a wonder they haven't scored more than 1 goal, I have to say. It's a wonder. It's a wonder. So, it's definitely interesting. Bournemouth 4% chance of winning. I think a win, yeah, 4%. A draw, a little bit better than that. Well, there you go. Miami signing more players. How in the hell? It's like so many players they're signing. It's just, exactly. 4, just saw it on ESPN. I mean, with a win for Bournemouth, yeah, 4%. Draw, I'd say about 25%. Uruguayan defender. Yep. Miami getting ready for Champions Cup and Club World Cup, and they'll fail just like they did last. Well, they'll fail again. They'll fail again because that's all they do. I'm going to miss Tolkien. He's sad he's leaving. At least he's going to Europe. He's going for a better opportunity. He's going to continue his career. I don't see that as a bad thing. Like, if he was going to another MLS team, yeah, riot. I don't blame him. If he's going to Europe, that means he's trying to further his career. It's only natural. And he's a very good player. It's the circle of life. Like, I get there's a part of you that's like, hey, I want him to be at Red Bull for his whole career. But it's he's doing what he's supposed to do. This ain't Liga MX. This ain't Liga MX where Mexican players stay in Mexico because Mexican teams don't want to sell their best players, or they move them to a bigger team instead of letting them go to Europe because reasons. It's MLS does right by their players. Hey, good for Forest. They've been really good this year. Yes, you should. I think that's only right. Second half's about to start. Like, that's just the way it is. If this was Mexico, he'd be on your team forever. Because they don't do right by their young players. But when you're getting paid crap loads of money to stay in a country that is not going to help you expand your career, and you have no worry of missing the national team because you are on a league who doesn't want to sell their best players, so it doesn't really matter if you don't make the jump. Like, if you make the jump to Europe and you're one of those 5 players that are still in Europe, yeah, you're going to get called up. But once you wash out and come back, if you do try, you're still going to get called up. Like, I wouldn't want to be Mexico, you know? Like, your young players should be moving on. Unless you're playing for Pachuca. Yeah, because they're just dumb. They like selling their players. Pachuca's dumb. But even then, they're going to sell them to America. They're going to sell those players more likely to America, to Monterrey, to, hell, even León, if they want León to win the damn title. Chelsea playing forward. Cucurella. Holstein Kiel's the team will go to. Oh, that's a really good move for John Tolkien. That's good. Bundesliga, that's good. I like it. Well, I guess Holstein Kiel's about to be talked about 100 times on Football Americas. Because Pulisic had a European passport. He could have his whole career in Europe. Tyler Adams played for the Red Bulls. Let's see. Serginho Dest was a dual national that is also Dutch. So there's that. Gio Reyna came through NYCFC's academy. So, no, you're wrong. They at least came through MLS academies. Yeah? Like, think about it, though. Hold on. 4-0 Chelsea full time. It should be 4-0 right now. That is impressive. I agree. But here's the thing. Pulisic had a European passport due to his Croatian heritage. Didn't play in MLS academy. Tyler Adams came through the Red Bulls, and he played in MLS, not just the Red Bull Academy. Gio Reyna played in the NYCFC Academy. Yes, Serginho Dest is a dual national with Dutch heritage, which is why he could play in Europe the whole time. I'll give you that one. Matt Turner came through MLS. Might as well should be playing there right now. Let's see who else we got. Weston McKennie came through the Dallas Academy. Let's not forget that. He came through the Dallas Academy. So you are misinformed. The ones who didn't come through MLS seem to be dual national players who had European passports because of their dual nationalities. Good American-based players like Weston McKennie came through MLS. So you're wrong. 1-0 Chelsea. Mexico, we overprice their talent, give them good contracts similar to European teams. They want to take, even if they want to leave and take a wage cut, they're priced at $10 million when South Americans cost less. Hey, I'd be happy if it happens. That should be penalty Bournemouth. And Caicedo gives up a penalty for Bournemouth, which that's a pretty good call. I mean, that was a horrible tackle by Caicedo. That was a dumb tackle. This is why you should have scored more than one goal in the first half. I think they just screwed up. Penalty for Bournemouth. Obvious penalty. Forces beating Liverpool. Yep. Looks like 4-1 then full time. Chelsea should have scored more in the first half. They should have. So, hey, you know what? Ball don't lie, I guess. Penalty to be taken. Brentford 0-0. Man City. Man, I can't believe Brentford's keeping it close. Number 19, Kluivert. Justin Kluivert to take this penalty. He's made all 5 of his last penalties. So, let's see what Sanchez does. Kluivert to convert this penalty. Justin Kluivert versus Sanchez. Shot, goal. Easy as you like. Justin Kluivert with a goal. 1-1. '50th minute off the penalty. 1-1. Yeah, but it's not a powerful league. Don't be delusional. Mexican fans are delusional. I won't say Mexican fans are not delusional. The Mexican directivos are delusional, thinking it's a powerful league. It still may be the best in CONCACAF, but it's very close. It's tight. The top end of the Mexican league is better than MLS top end. Or let me put it like this. The Mexican league's top end is equal with MLS's top end. But again, in 1 game, 2 game situations, that edge is very tight. The MLS, Mexican top level is better than the rest of MLS. It's right tied up with the best of MLS. It's not dominant. It's not powerful. It's right there. It's tight. Overall, it's tight. (1-1). Kluivert gets tackled. 51st minute. So all I'm saying, yellow card for Lavia. Reece James is about to come on for Chelsea. He's alive. He's healthy. I'm surprised. Free kick for Bournemouth. Kirkez to take. Chelsea's falling apart. Saved. Yes, pretty much is what I'm saying. Now, MLS top 5 versus Liga MX top 5, it's a toss-up. Now, a lot of those games recently have gone the way of Liga MX, but when you're playing a 2-legged tie or a one-off game, especially if you're going to Mexico, it's tough. It's hard to play in Mexico. You throw that in there, it's hard to rattle off 3 wins in a row in Mexico. At least in the 2-legged ties, like when Columbus got to the final. I don't know if Tigres is top 5, but Monterrey certainly was at the time, even though Tano's a choker. But just forget that part. They did enough at home. And then Columbus went to Mexico and got the result they needed. Then they played Pachuca. Forget the fact they had the shits. They had a 1 game in Pachuca. Highest altitude, one of the highest altitudes in CONCACAF. And Bournemouth red card, hopefully. Damn, this game is becoming chaotic. Like, Yeah, I mean, the way it's set up, MLS teams can fight. It's a toss-up, but it depends on the situation with the top 5. Possible red card. I mean, he did clothesline him. I mean, he clotheslined Cucurella. He clotheslined him. That's a lariat. Like, that's a clothesline from hell. I'm not saying they didn't. I'm saying in the Champions Cup against Columbus, they were at home and they took advantage of that. I'm not saying they would have lost in Columbus. What I'm saying is they were at home. They had the advantage. Columbus had the shits. They weren't ready, and it showed, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Pachuca beat better teams in Saudi or Qatar, I should say. So I agree with that. Yeah, Argentinian league is sad. It's sad to see what's going on with the Argentinian league, I have to say. But the Brazilian league is always been very attractive. I don't know about that. To keep it greasy, maybe. The referee's going to make his decision. Yellow card. Only a yellow. I don't like the call. Brooks gets a yellow card. I don't like the call. He clotheslined him. I don't see how that's not a red. I think MLS would have called red card on that. Mexico, I'm not sure. Like, I can't explain it as well, but HITC Sport or HITC Sevens did a really good video about it. Hold on. I'll link it. I'll go link it into the let me link it. It's the point of VAR. It sucks. Exactly. Are they losing money? That's part of it, but here's the link. I think it's a very good video. While you're waiting for the RSR to come up, watch it. And, I'll pin it. I'm going to give him some views, I hope. Here's the link. Boom. Here's the Argentina video that HITC Sevens did. There you go. So if you want to know what's going on with the Argentinian league, just watch his video. Boom. There it is. After this is over. That's why I pinned it. Because the RSR is going to take an hour to come out. His video is 43 minutes long. So that's perfect for you. Go and watch his video after this is over. Go watch Alfie's video after this is over. And then when that's done, the RSR will be up very shortly. So for this game. So yeah. 56 minute. How bad is it? What's going on in the Argentinian league? Bad financial, very bad financial disparity and talent disparity in Libertadores. Exactly. Saved. That's the TLDR, but I think, well, you did say both teams to score. You were right. Took Caicedo being an idiot to allow it to happen, but it doesn't matter how it happens. It just happened. But I think for an English football YouTuber to do a video like he did about the Argentinian league, he did a really good job about it. I didn't realize it was that bad. Header cleared. Like, Alfie makes really good videos, I gotta say. He makes amazing videos. He researches well. Like, he researches well. Argentina should copy Mexico. That makes it worse. That's going to make it worse. You know that, right? Like, let people invest. You're right. Like, let celebrities invest, like Toluca. Okay, fair. But, like, just saying they should copy Mexico. Like, at least Argentina won the damn World Cup, the national team. And the national team's papering over a lot of the cracks. I mean, it is what it is. Free kick for, nope, it isn't. Advantage play. This referee sucks. This referee's an idiot. This referee has lost his damn mind. Robert Jones. That was the penalty. I was like, oh. Playing forward. This center ref, Robert Jones, he's lost his damn mind. He's not a good ref. He's a horrible ref. This man cannot. Horrible call. Cross in by Noni Madueke. Shot. Cucurella puts it into the frickin' space. Puts it into space, I should say. Puts it into frickin' space. He went full Luis Diaz. And I'm not talking about Liverpool Luis Diaz. I'm talking about MLS Luis Diaz. Who'd he go to? The Revs? He went to the Revs, right? He just came back to MLS, didn't he? Yeah, that Luis Diaz. True. Unlike Mexico, at least they send their talent to Europe. If they didn't do that, they'd be in the shit. Without a paddle, for sure. But hey, you know, that's just is what it is. 60th minute. Cross in, out for a corner. '60th minute. Free kick for Bournemouth. Nottingham Forest beats Liverpool. Do they go up to first? Let me check. I don't think so. They're second. They're 3 points behind Liverpool with a game in hand. Or, well, Liverpool has a game in hand, I should say. But, I mean, 3 points down. Liverpool has a game in hand. I don't know, man. Playing for free kick here for corner for Bournemouth, I should say. It is a set piece. Takes it short. Palmer was pressing that damn ball. I've never seen off a corner shot saved by Sanchez. I've never seen something like that. Cole Palmer was pressing that corner. I've never seen something like that. I guess you got to know it's coming short to press it like that, but River is the only one who's stable in Argentina. They have made bank from holding on to percentages of sales from Enzo Fernandez, Julian Alvarez, Palacios, and Echeverri. The rest is screwed. Philadelphia Union have a transfer ban from FIFA. Yeah, they're banned from signing players for 3 windows. Which I don't think Philly has a problem with that, considering they barely buy players anyway. But Bradley Carnell, my God, you're in trouble, man. I hate it for him. He just got screwed. Man, he got screwed at the end in St. Louis. I don't think he should have been fired in the first place. I don't know what the Union did. Might just be because they're cheap. I wonder what the hell happened. Man, Bradley Carnell just can't stop getting screwed by other teams. He got screwed in St. Louis. I don't think he should have been fired in the first place. And then they fired well, I won't say fired Hackworth, but they hired Olaf Melberg. And Hackworth, I thought, was doing a good job. I guess Hackworth is still the director of coaching in general for the club, but like, why? I thought Hackworth was doing a good job, and then they hired Olaf Melberg. I never heard of this guy until he got hired. I'll not judge him early. We'll see how St. Louis plays, but at least I heard of Robin Fraser, you know? There's also a dozen teams from Argentina who have been sent to FIFA and court for owing money. There's a lot of teams making monthly payments from players they bought years ago. It's very sad to see. I agree. And you think the Argentinian league having that deal paramount to show their league in English, you would think that would do a lot of good things for them. Madueke with a cross blocked away for a corner. No, probably Bush. I think it'd be more likely it'd happen at Bush if they did. Now, they'd have to find a date where the Cardinals weren't playing. I guess Edward Jones Dome would be a good backup, but there's like concrete under that field, that turf field. It doesn't feel good. Like it's like turf and concrete. Unless they change that with the Battlehawks, I'm not sure. But it wasn't the best field during the Rams era. That is true. Header. I mean, it doesn't have enough people. It would have more people than City Park. And they could play a football game at Edward Jones Dome. Association football. I still think Bush should be more. I don't know if they'd fill Bush for Miami, but it's worth a shot. And then somebody's going to make, I don't know. Bush doesn't do the same as Yankee Stadium or Citi Field. But, like, I don't know. Put over a fact there's a Miami-St. Louis game at Bush. Get even more at Bush. Playing forward. There's 2 more match days later this month, the UEFA Champions League and Europa League. In the group stage, the league phase. Next week in the final week of January. Conference League, of course, group stage is already over because it was only 6 games instead of 10. Or no, 8. My bad. Argentina has 30 teams in the league. Yeah, it's a really big league, top division, which is just a bad idea when you're going through financial trouble. Of course, they have the Copa Argentina as well. The Copa de la Liga Profesional, I think is what it's called. Correctly called. Which is after like January and February, which is pretty much their preseason. Chelsea's choking. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't score the goals you need to score in the first half. They are. You're right. Like Chelsea is choking. They playing forward. Shot. Goal. Semenyo scores. It's 1-2. Semenyo 1-2. Antoine Semenyo puts it in. '68th minute. 1-2. 2-1 for Bournemouth. Chelsea is losing. And Bournemouth is started to knock them down. They got what they deserve, though. Semenyo, that was just an amazing shot. Can do. You got to just tip your cap. That's an amazing shot. Short side, cuts it in. That's an amazing shot. Why couldn't Jackson just finish his chances? He's always had a problem. He really overperformed his XG at the start of the year. Now he's starting to get back to normal at the worst time possible. Like, if you're going to overperform your XG, you might as well do it for the whole season. Antoine Semenyo scores the goal. Jackson misses. Corner for Chelsea. I agree with that. I think MLS and Mexican teams should go back to Libertadores and Sudamericana. I really do. I think it's a great idea. Now, Don Garber would never do it, but Semenyo with an amazing goal there. Like, basically, Jackson was overperforming his XG in the first half of the season, and he couldn't do it for the rest of the year, I would say. Like, if you're going to overperform your XG, you might as well do it for the whole season. You know, only doing it for half a season really just hurts you as it is. So 70th minute. USA-Mexico rivalry's already reached its top. I think Americans would go watch them face the South Americans. MLS could easily beat them. That's what the Copa America did to the national teams, but it was still fun to watch. And Canada still held their damn own. So you know what? If you're good enough, you'll hold your own. USA wasn't good enough in the Copa, and they got owned. Mexico wasn't good enough, and they got owned. Canada was good enough, and they held their own. Panama was tough, and they held their own. Costa Rica, I thought, was tough, and they held their own. Jamaica was just, no. But if you can hold your own, if you're good enough to hold your own, you'll hold your own. That's exactly what Canada did during the Copa America. Canada was good enough to hold their own. Yeah, the referees were trash, but Canada held their own. Achiampong's coming off for Tosin. I guess they're saying Achiampong's the fall guy, I guess. All right. '71st minute. Yeah, but it makes them more money. But it makes CONMEBOL money to mess with CONCACAF. And CONCACAF's going to be like, hey, you know what? If it makes us money and gives us more exposure, we'll do it. It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. Is all I'm going to say. It takes two to tango is all I'm going to say. 1-2, Bournemouth. Exactly. Playing forward is Chelsea. Playing forward, I'm sure that I will over the next 6 months for Domingo Futboleros and Club World Cup and such. I think I probably will. It's going to be more than one, I feel like. I'm certainly going to do a couple. '73rd minute. So I say yes. 73rd minute. True, but is it even, like, seriously, I love the CONCACAF Champions Cup. I love what it stands for. But let's be real. Half the division, half the tournament is second division teams. Pretty much. Like the Caribbean teams or Central American teams, there's always one who has a small run. The rest of them can't do shit. Look at the new format. Last year, yeah, Herediano went on a run. The only reason that Robin Hood and Alajuelense were in the round of 16 was because they won their tournaments. Herediano at least made a run. But that's exactly what I mean. Everybody else who came in through the Central American Cup and Caribbean Cup didn't do nothing. They couldn't win their first round matchup, whether they started the round of 16 or round 1. The Canadian Premier League. God love the Canadian Premier League. I love watching it. But what happened to them? What happened to Forge and Calvary? They lost to Chivas and Orlando. And Calvary was playing Orlando City. Should have been somewhat winnable, right? So, they may be first divisions in name, but it's name only. Like, half the freaking field ain't even got a chance to win, realistically. And then you got some shit MLS teams who have no reason to be there. Kansas City. Like, Kansas City. Yes, that's the point. It's good. It's good to see something like that. Exactly. Shot blocked away. Oh, but you know damn well, whenever Kansas City plays in Kansas City, you know damn well CONCACAF's going to make sure Patrick Mahomes is there. They're going to want to get his ass on camera. Just book it. Book it. Sporting Kansas City being in the Champions Cup this year, I'm going to tell you to book this one damn thing. Go to your freaking bookie and bet on it. Patrick Mahomes will be at the home games. He is a part owner, by the way, of Sporting Kansas City during the Champions Cup, and CONCACAF's going to put him on camera. The first time there's a stoppage in the game that's long enough to put Patrick Mahomes on camera, they're going to do it, whether he wins the Super Bowl or not. Just you wait. Bonus points if they get Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce to show up, too. Bonus points. Bonus points if sitting next to Patrick and Brittany or Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. That's bonus points. Now, I don't know if that'll happen, but that's bonus points. Who knows? Maybe they'll call out Joe Montana. He played for the Chiefs for a couple of years. I don't know if you knew that, but he did. That was Montana's Brady era. Tampa era, I should say. Tampa era, I should say. I agree with that if they got rid of the salary cap. 78th minute. Playing forward. Can Herediano afford James Rodriguez? No. Playing forward, Bournemouth, 78th minute. Playing forward, Madueke's offside. CONMEBOL and CONCACAF were to merge and wouldn't be equal. Okay. Mexican teams have lots of money. That was a national team, Risklander. That was the Costa Rican national team, not Herediano. And I don't think Herediano's paying for freaking Miguel Herrera's contract, Jesse Marsh style. The 3 Canadian MLS teams. Mexican teams have money, they just don't like to spend. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Ugh. The Pittsburgh Steelers are signing former Miami Dolphins quarterback Skylar Thompson. Why does every dumb mistake Chelsea make them play like garbage the rest of the game, the times those happen? Because that's exactly their mentality. If they're on fire, they're on fire. But if they start sucking, they go back to what they were the past couple of years. See, at least they're good right now. But here's the problem with Chelsea, and this referee ain't helping, is that if Chelsea's on fire, they're going to react as such. But they are very moody. They perform due to the mood of their team. If they're on fire, they're going to be on a roll. Once they take a crack in their armor, they fall apart like a cheap suit, which is better than being completely shit. But that Morecambe game, you see why they started so hot in this game? That Morecambe game really gave them belief that they were back, you know? That they were back to what they were earlier in the season. And then Bournemouth and this referee in both cases turned this game into a shit show. And then Chelsea made a dumb mistake, got caught out, then they turned shit. And Bournemouth's about to beat them. Which, Bournemouth's a solid team. It's not like it's bad to lose to Bournemouth. But, I guess. João Felix and Neto is on for Chelsea. See if that changes anything. Yep. 6 that spend a lot of money. América, Tigres, Monterrey. Chivas will spend, but I won't say they'd spend a lot. Vergara's a cheap ass. He'll spend what he needs to spend, but he's a cheap ass, and then the Mexican rule doesn't help them. But yeah, América, Tigres, Monterrey. Those are the really big 3 that'll spend. Cruz Azul. Yeah, Toluca. Yeah, that's random. It's been new, but yeah, Toluca. And I'd say Brooks is off from Bournemouth. I don't think it's Chivas. I think Vergara's a cheap ass who only spends when he needs to, and the Mexican rule doesn't help. The only Mexicans rule doesn't help. My brain's not working fast enough today, so that's probably a problem. Leon, I mean, they did spend for James, but I would say they'll spend if they have to. Pachuca's the same way. They're Canteranos, mostly, with a couple of stars. They'll spend if they have to, and then they'll sell their players. Pumas, Canteranos. Atlas, They got their bicampeonato. They don't give a shit anymore. Santos Laguna, if they do spend, it don't help them. Not recently, at least. I guess by default, it is Chivas. Would you say the same thing about Athletic Bilbao? Only signing Basque players? Would you say the same thing about that? If you won't, shut up. If you won't, shut up. If you do not see both those rules as the same, okay, you would? Okay, fair enough then. Okay, that's fair. If you think both rules are wrong, fair. It's not like Chivas is some brand new club that just started doing that. They've always done that. But I guess you're right. But that's part of the ethos of Chivas, is there's only Mexican players. Now, of course, they've sort of pulled back on that, signing Cade Cowell. Yes, Cade Cowell has Mexican blood, but he's American player. But Cade Cowell's a USA national team player with Mexican blood. And that's some of the players that Chivas has went for recently were U.S. players who wear the U.S. shirt but have Mexican blood. So you're really bastardizing the rule. And they're also looking at dual nationals, Chivas, that have Mexican blood who don't play for Mexico. Like, I think they've signed a couple of Argentinian players who have Mexican blood as well. Because they're so desperate. Because you want to succeed if you're Chivas. Well, proper Mexican players aren't good anymore. Or at least the ones who want to go to you, I should say. They signed back Alan Pulido. That's all you got to know. Two of their strikers have bum knees. And besides, isn't their manager Spanish? Like Spaniard Spanish? So what the hell? Hell, Veljko Paunovic was a Serb. So your manager... See, now that even pisses me off. Chivas' manager is now a Spaniard, and one of their best managers recently... Well, Gago's Argentinian. Their last two managers was a Serb, Argentinian, Spaniard. So what Mexicans only rule? And I don't think any of them have Mexican blood. A Serb certainly doesn't have Mexican blood. Unless I'm surprised. Unless I don't know. Possible the other two guys do. I don't think so. But at least there's a good bit of Argentinians with Mexican blood, and same thing with Spaniards. But a Serb don't have Mexican blood unless that would surprise me. But my point being is, so how's your coach can be not Mexican, but all your players have to be Mexican? Make any sense? I don't think so. Hey, if he does, I hope he trades Dak Prescott to the Steelers so he could coach his son. Because Coach Prime said he'd only coach his sons if he's going to the NFL. Which the reason he got into coaching was his sons. So, if that's the case, Coach Prime better trade Dak to the Steelers and then find another way to get a high pick. If that happens, I will buy a Dak Prescott Steelers jersey instantly, as soon as I know what number he's wearing. Free kick for Chelsea, 87th minute. Exactly. You want to make a change? The Steelers better hope to God Deion Sanders coaches the Cowboys. If that happens, they better go all out for Dak. If you are the Steelers and Deion's going to Dallas, you know damn well he wants to play Shador. And he would start Shador over Dak 7 ways to Sunday. Steelers, you want a real good quarterback? One might just fall on your lap. So Dak Prescott might have a high cap hit. Fine. At least he's a good quarterback, unlike Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Yeah, but he's already talking to Jerry Jones. He's talking to Jerry Jones. That's the first step. If Jerry Jones says, hey, we'll let you trade Dak and then draft your son, if you get high enough in the draft, and who knows, maybe Shador will go and pull Eli Manning just to play for the Cowboys. And then all they have to do is sign Shiloh because he ain't getting drafted. The Steelers trade for Dak. I'm happy with it. '89th minute. I'm biased, but I'm happy with it. Cross in for Chelsea. Header, cleared. Enzo Fernandez picks it up. No, he doesn't. Bournemouth attacking. You know what? Honestly, the more I think about it, you're right. Chivas should change the rule. I mean, if your manager's not going to be a Mexican, why should all your players have to be Mexican? Like that's cognitive dissonance. And besides, if you're going to sign Cade Cowell, who doesn't wear an El Tree jersey, he just has Mexican blood. And that's the big obvious one. You know what? If you're going to bastardize the rule because, hey, you know what? Change it. If your coach ain't Mexican, when your players are, and then one of your bigger players is an American who has Mexican blood who doesn't play for Mexico, you know what? But it still follows the rule. There's one drop, I guess. You know what? You're bastardizing it. You ain't playing for El Tree. You chose America. Shouldn't that be a sin? 90th minute. So Chivas, shouldn't that be a sin? They don't give a shit. They barely do. They honestly even realize that the rule doesn't work. Because there's no good Mexican managers right now. That's true. I mean, look at Liga MX. Most of the top managers in that league are South Americans. Jardinet, Brazilian. Argentinian managers out the ass. Nofi Torsen to a Dutch club. Yeah, Mexico's national team manager is Mexican. And it has been for a couple of years now. But Coca, Argentinian. You look at Tata, Argentinian. Juan Carlos Osorio, South American. He won Mexican. 8 minutes of stoppage time, and Chelsea fans are already walking out of the stadium. I don't know if it'll take 10 years. I say 5. But I think it has to happen at some point. Like Vergara cares about what's sacred. He never did. Almeida. Oh, yeah, Almeida won them a Champions League. Guess what? Not Mexican. Almada, Argentinian. There's a lot of Argentinian managers in Liga MX. And South American as well. Anybody worth a damn is South American. It wouldn't surprise me if there was an MLS, not an MLS manager, but a really good American manager or North American, like American or Canadian manager. If they got a job in Mexico, you know, they probably freaking allow it. I don't know. Shit. 92nd minute. As long as I can speak Spanish. Exactly. Knowing there's 20 tournaments every 10 years, by the way. And that's just the league. 93rd minute. They still haven't won one this decade, though. I guess, 2 years from now they're going to win one? No, they're holding themselves back. I wouldn't say they're holding back the league. They're holding themselves back. 93rd minute. I think they're holding themselves back. Point blank. That'd be a free kick for Chelsea. Free kick for Chelsea. That doesn't surprise me. '94th minute. Free kick for Chelsea with 4 minutes left of stoppage time. Could they at least tie the game? Shot, goal, 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 goal to Chelsea. Reece James. Reece James with a banger. 2-2. 95th minute. Golazo. Golazo. Under, through the wall. No, past the wall. And curls it in. Low and in. Beautiful. 90 plus 5. 2-2. Reece James. He's alive. Well, they did just tie Crystal Palace. But okay, 95th minute. Look at Toluca and Cruz Azul. They finally woke up and realized teams like Tigres and Rayados are catching up. They finally changed in their spending. Chivas is a different case, but they need to make changes too. I agree with that. What a shot, man. That was a beautiful free kick. Now, if only Jackson finished his chances, they'd have 3 points. Man, if Jackson finished his chances, they would have won. They would have had 3 points. But 96th minute. '96th minute. Man City blew a 2-0 lead and drawed against Brentford. Ha, 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 ha. Well, hey. Bournemouth playing forward. Semenyo, good clearance. He couldn't do it again. See, maybe they did blame. Maybe they were right to blame Achiampong because Tosin made the save. Throw in. There's a weird dynamic shift in the city of Guadalajara, although Chivas will always be bigger than Atlas. A lot of newer generations are attached to Atlas, and you see more kids with Atlas jerseys. Well, when Atlas won the Bicampeonato, I think that's a big reason why. Chivas ain't done shit for 8 years. Yes, the Atlas Bicampeonato was only like 4 years ago, but it's a wild thing because they only had won one Liga MX before that. And they stepped up and won a Bicampeonato. And I don't understand why people would like Atlas, but for the younger generation, they've seen Atlas win more than Chivas. If they're 10 years old, they've seen Atlas win more than Chivas. Even if it was just 1 year. And somehow Atlas is still relevant even though they're trash. something Chivas can't do. I agree. If Jackson would have finished his chances, they would have won. Now they're drawing because he couldn't finish. Here's a corner. He had so many good runs. He got an assist. Couldn't score. Now, man of the match, I guess Reece James for saving the point. Maybe Brentford's or Bournemouth's goalkeeper because of the draw. Because he made a lot of good saves. I think we'll go Bournemouth's goalkeeper probably. Corner for Chelsea. A last second chance here. They have to score this corner just to win the game. 99th minute. But at least they got a point. But they really should have won this game. Cross in. Partially a ref job. Partially Chelsea should have just won. Goal kick. Exactly. Exactly. Either way you look at it, if you look at the 12-month year, there's 2 champions a year. If you look at it from the season perspective, there's 2 champions a year. Yeah. Either way, you're right. The best kind of right. Goal kick, 100th minute. And it's full time. Bournemouth draw 2-2 to Chelsea. Part of it's a ref job. Part of it's the fact Chelsea couldn't finish. Part of it they got goalie. Part of it's a ref job. Part of it's they couldn't finish. Which I guess 2 of that's sort of the same thing. But with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. Chelsea draw 2-2. At least they didn't lose. They almost did. They should have won. We'll talk about it. I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.